Hello everyone, in this video we are going to look into the exam pattern for IELTS Computer Delivered Test. Firstly, let us look into the introduction. IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. This is one of the most common language proficiency tests recognized in more than 180 countries globally. This test is taken by candidates when they want to either study or work in a country where English is the primary language of communication. IELTS exam can be answered in two ways, on paper or on computer. There is no difference in the content, the level of difficulty and scoring. However, it's only in the way of delivery. The IELTS exam is managed by three important bodies, namely the British Council, which is from UK, IDP, that is International Development Programme from Australia, and Cambridge Assessment English, the part of University of Cambridge, UK. Most of the places you need to book the exam on the IDP portal, and the fees you need to pay is Rs 16,250 for the registration. It's only in case of UKVI, which is United Kingdom Visa Immigration, that the student have to pay Rs 250 extra, so that will be 16,500. Once you answer the test, it is valid for a period of 2 years from the date of certificate. Now in this video, this test is available in two modules, the academic and the general training module. The pattern for the test may change slightly depending on whether the student is answering the academic or the general training module. The reading and the writing section may vary. However, the listening and the speaking sections remains the same for both the modules. As the academic module, in the reading section, the passages are based on academic topics, whereas in the general training module, the passages are based on work-related topics. In this video, we will deal with the IELTS Computer Delivered Pattern. This test enables the students to assess their ability to read, write and listen and speak in English. This exam is graded on a scale of 1 to 9, 9 being the highest. Let's get familiar with the exam pattern, which will aid you in securing a high score. Just to inform you that we do offer online and offline classes for IELTS preparation. You can contact us on the above numbers which are flashing on the screen. Now let us look into the computer delivered test format. The candidate have to take this test at the test center on a computer. The computer delivered test, that is computer delivered IELTS test dates, are available 7 days a week and 3 times a day, that is in the morning, afternoon and in the evening. You can choose the date and the time as per your own convenience. Now the students are required to report in advance with the registration documents at the test center. The entire exam lasts for 2 hours and 30 minutes with 2 minutes extra to check the answers in the listening section only. The speaking test is conducted on the same day, either before or after the main exam at the time which is allocated to the student. In the computer delivered test, it follows the order of listening, reading and writing with no breaks, so you need to take note of that. Now to answer the main exam, the student has to register on the IDP portal, and the computer delivered test is available to answer on all days and in a month. The speaking test will be conducted mainly through a video chat by a certified IELTS examiner. Okay, now let us look into the IELTS exam. In the academic and the general training module, okay, it consists of the following sections. Now which are the 4 sections? Firstly, let us see. Now the first is the reading section, which is for 60 minutes. Then you have the writing section, which is for 60 minutes again. You have listening section, which is for 30 minutes plus 2 minutes will be given to check the answers, and then you have the speaking section, which will be for 11 to 14 minutes. Now let us discuss each section in detail. Firstly, the reading section, which is for 60 minutes. The academic module consists of 3 long passages in relation to the academic context with a range of questions. The general training module consists of 3 long texts in relation to the work context. So that is the only difference. Now the candidates have to answer 40 questions, okay, which consists of 1 mark each, therefore 40 marks. Yes, and these marks, they will correspond with your band score. The tests are taken from the text which will be coming or which will appear into the passages. They are taken from the newspapers, magazines, journals and books. Now let us look into the different types of questions which will appear into the reading section. The different types of questions which appear in the IELTS reading section are multiple choice questions. Then there is something called as true, false, not given, yes, no, not given. Then there is something called as matching information. Then there is matching headings, sentence completion, summary completion, note completion, flowchart completion, diagram and short answers. Now in this section, the candidate need to be familiar with the synonyms, which are similar words, then antonyms, which are opposite words, and paraphrasing, which is saying the same thing in a different manner. Now one can ace in the reading section if you can pace with the time. So you need to manage time well in the reading section. Now in the computer delivered IELTS test, the students are allowed to highlight and make notes, and you will be given a pencil and a notepad for the same. You can save time by directly copying and pasting the text from the passages. In this format, the students can navigate through the questions forward and backward, and there will be no extra time given to check the answers. The timer is visible on the computer screen, and once it's 60 minutes, the test will automatically get submitted. Yes, so this is about the reading section. Now let us move on to the next section, which is the writing section. Now writing section is for 1 hour and it consists of 2 tasks. Now the academic module, the task 1, it requires the candidates to describe visual information, which can be in form of a graph, table, map, diagram or processes, and in 20 minutes, and write at least in 150 words. Now in task 2, the candidates are required to write an essay, okay, in response to a point of view, an argument or a problem in 40 minutes and write at least in 250 words. These essays can be opinion essays, discussion, advantages, disadvantages, problem solution or double question based essays. Now let us see what will be in the general training module. The general training module, it requires the candidates to write a letter in task 1, which can be a formal letter or a semi-formal letter or an informal letter. So again, it has to be in 150 words and you need to be able to complete it in 20 minutes. In task 2, you are required to write an essay in response to a point of view, argument or a problem in 40 minutes and you need to write at least in 250 words. Now this essays, it can be opinion essays, discussion or advantages, disadvantages, problem solution or double question based essays. Now this will be assessed by a certified IELTS examiner on the following criteria. First is the task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resources, which is your vocabulary, grammatical range and accuracy, and your punctuation. So these are the key factors which you need to look for in your writing. Now in the computer delivered test in writing section, the students are given a automatic word count. So you need to be able to see how many words you will have already written, and this way you will be able to track the word count, which will help in accuracy. There will be no extra time which will be given to check your writing in this section. The timer is visible on the computer screen, and once it's 60 minutes, the test automatically gets submitted. Therefore, the students are required to time themselves to check their writing. So this is all about the writing section. Now let us go on to the next section, which is the listening. Now listening section, it is for 30 minutes and 2 minutes extra will be given to you to check your answers. Yes, now let us see in this section. Now this section consists of an audio which is played in a foreign accent, and it's played only once. The earphones are provided at the test center, and there are 4 sections in listening. Each section consists of 10 questions with 1 mark each. So thus there will be total 40 questions with 40 marks. The marks the candidate receive, it will correspond with their band score, and the order of the audio is as follows. So what will be the order of the audio? So in section 1 there will be a dialogue, in section 2 there will be a monologue, in section 3 there will be a dialogue, and section 4 again a monologue. Now, dialogue is a conversation between two people in a social context, which can be at the bank, airport, etc. And a monologue is where one person narrates a text. So it will be education or training based. Now, test takers listen to the dialogues and the monologues and answer the questions based on them. Now, the questions that appear in the listening section, okay, they are multiple choice questions matching information, plan, map, diagram, labeling, form, note, flowchart, summary, and sentence completion. So these are the different types of questions which will be seen in the listening section. Now the recordings include a range of accent which can be UK, Australian, Canada, New Zealand, and Ireland. In the listening section, the candidate needs to pay 100% concentration and should be able to understand foreign accent, able to listen and type at the same time, and change the answers when the information provided is altered. So you need to be vigilant enough to take care and note all these information. Now, in the computer delivered IELTS test, it provides the test takers with a high quality headphones equipped with noise cancellation, which in turn facilitates in a high score, as the audio will be played one after the other with no breaks, and one cannot stop them in between. There will be only a short pause before each section, so you need to take advantage of that and read the questions accordingly. The test takers have to type the answers in the required field simultaneously while listening to the audio. Yes, and there is also an option to directly select the options in some types of questions with a mouse click. So as it is a computer-based test, you will be able to click answers using the mouse click. Once the audio is over, only 2 minutes of extra time is available to navigate through different questions to check the answers for spellings, word count, and the grammar. So that's all in the listening section. Now let us go on to the next section, which is your speaking. Now speaking is for 11 to 14 minutes, and the speaking test in the computer delivered test is conducted on the same day, either before or after the main exam, which is listening, reading, and writing. The speaking test is mainly through a video chat interview with the certified IELTS examiner. Yes, now in speaking there are 3 parts. In part 1, it is introduction, which will be for 4 to 5 minutes. This consists of personal questions in relation to the candidate. In part 2, it will be a cue card topic, which will be for 3 to 4 minutes. There will be a topic which will be given to the candidate and will be given around 1 minute to prepare. After that, the candidate is asked to speak on the topic for at least 2 minutes, and the examiner is asked 2 to 3 questions in relation to the same. In part 3, which is this discussion, which is for 4 to 5 minutes. In this part, the examiner will ask the candidate 8 to 12 questions in relation to the cue card topic or a different topic altogether. The entire session is video recorded. This will be assessed by a certified IELTS examiner on the following criteria. Yes, so what are the criteria on which a student will be assessed? First will be your fluency and coherence. Then the next is lexical resources. Then is the grammatical range and accuracy, and the pronunciation. The speaking test is conducted mainly through a video chat by a certified IELTS examiner. So this is something which you need to take a note of. Now the declaration of results. Now the exam results in IELTS Computer Delivered Test will be declared on the IDP, that is International Development Program website, within 3 to 5 days after completing all 4 sections of the IELTS exam. However, the UKVI test results will be declared within 13 days after completing all 4 sections of the IELTS exam. To ace in the computer-based IELTS test, the test takers are advised to take enough practice tests to get familiar with the exam pattern, which definitely will aid them in gaining a high band score. Yes, I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. In order to receive more updates on this type of information, please hit the like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.